Now sometimes you may have a project in mind and you've got some fabric on hand and you need fat quarters for it. So I'm going to show you how to cut fat quarters from that fabric that you have on hand. Now normally fat quarters come in these little packs like this, and they're already pre-packed and folded, and they should measure 18 by 22. Sometimes they vary a little bit depending on the manufacturer. However, once you when you buy those, you'll find that you'll have a piece of fabric that when it's opened up measures approximately, or it should measure exactly, but often they're a little bit out, so it'll measure 18 by 22. You can see here this one does, it measures 22 this way and 18 down here, and you'll notice that it has a selvage on one side. But I'm going to show you how to cut from your own fabric. Now quilting fabric generally comes on a bolt like this, and when you open it up it has a folded edge and it also has an open edge. Now the open edge is where you find your selvages on your fabric, one on either side. Now when you want to make fat quarters you need to order a half a yard. So a half a yard is 18 inches. And if you're cutting your fabric at home, remember you do need a piece that is at least 18 inches. Now the other thing we need to keep in mind is that we need to also have this piece measuring 22 inches across for a standard fat quarter. It can be a little bigger and that's fine too. But you do need a piece that is 18 inches by 22. So there's my piece of fabric now. I've cut it at 18 inches. And now what I'm going to do is just take a look at it, and it measures just over 22. And that's fine. Now it's been folded perfectly, this piece of fabric. You don't often get this, and how I know that is because the selvages actually meet up here. So there we go, they're both lined up. So what I could do in this instance is I know that it's 22 inches and slightly over, so I can just open this, and what I can do is I can place my ruler and cut down this fold line. But that's not always the case when you get your material home. Sometimes you'll find that it's been folded and you have your selvages are sort of like this, it's all out of whack. In that case, you'll simply open your fabric and make sure that you cut it exactly on the 22 inch mark. Okay, so that you have your piece of fabric is 18 by 22. However, I'm going to cut mine just down that fold line. And there we have it. I now have two fat quarters that measure 18 by 22. So if you've enjoyed this tutorial, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to check out more great tutorials over on alandacraft.com.